Back to the Stargirl podcast
Yeah.
with Jake.
And Jake.
He's Jake, I'm Joe. Welcome back. Yeah!
Woo!
We have been breaking down Stargirl as our summer reading assignment for the past, what's it been, 5 weeks? This is our fifth video or something like that?
Yeah, it's our fifth video.
So we're going to dive right in. We're going to go through our plot elements. Then we're going to do a little bit about the themes. We're going to make our bold prediction. And we're also going to go into the concept of metaphor. He apparently he did go further than me. So, Jake, first event in this plot, which is about 2/3 of the way through the story.
Yeah.
They go for a walk where?
In the desert.
In the desert, and when they get there, what action do they take? Very special sort of action.
They meditate.
They meditate. And from watching them meditate, we learn about what makes Stargirl who she is and why she is the way she is. You got short.
Whoa.
So then they go to school. They're really happy. They're blissful with each other. They're totally committed to each other. And then what happens to all the kids in the school, Jake?
They don't talk to them.
They start ignoring them or shunning them. So, Mr. Jake. Leo goes over to Archie, who's like this wise guy. In literature, he'd be called the Senex, which is the wise character. So he goes to the Senex's house, and he asks him, like, what should I do? And he has a very interesting interpretation, which is that it's like in these Amish communities where they'll shun the person, they'll ignore them if they've fallen from grace or they're not in good social standing. So that's what's happening. He explains to Stargirl and him, and he asks basically, who do you care about more, their opinion or her opinion? So they go on some more fun events. They go out. They follow people at the mall. They make cards for them. They invent backstories. They do all this silly stuff.
They, like, stalk people at the movies, stalk people everywhere.
They stalk people, but they're doing it for a reason, which is try and figure out what kind of a card. She makes cards, so what kind of card she could make this person. Try and figure out this person's life. So then finally he goes over for dinner. And what kind of people does he expect the parents to be, Jake?
Hippies,
yeah, mutton chops, like flower skirts, and what do they actually turn out to be?
Normal people.
They're just totally normal people, which to me tells me that it's coming from the inside who Stargirl is. It's like totally who she is. So yes, Stargirl is who she is, and then she keeps doing nice things for other people. And what does Leo say? He's like, "Why are you being?" Yeah. Why are you being so nice to her? And what's her reaction? She says you're jealous, and you're not paying enough attention to me. So where does it end up? What does she do? She turns her attention on him, and then
she likes him. She
kisses him. So confirming relationship goals. This confirms her original prediction, which was that they would get together, and he's really happy at the end of it.
Yay!
Perfect. Okay. So, before we go any further, I want to discuss metaphors.
Yay!
Jacob. A metaphor is a figure of speech in which a word or phrase is applied to an object or action that it does not literally apply to. Literally. It doesn't literally apply. So, one example we could give is if I said I had fallen through a trapdoor of depression.
I have crippling depression.
Why does that not literally make sense? Why is that a metaphor? Because did the person literally fall through a trapdoor? No. So it's figurative. How about with a broken heart? Why is that a metaphor?
Because they don't really have a broken heart.
The heart didn't literally like, oops, I broke.
Oh no, my heart.
My heart's broken. Super broken heart. Anti-dab. And there's a really fantastic metaphor that they use, which we're going to go to on page 91, where she describes how she starts to meditate. So, Jake, just come in, lean. He's like, how do you meditate? How do you think of nothing? It's like this beautiful scene. I was really moved by reading the language of it. She says it's like this. There's no one answer to that. You have to find your own way. Sometimes I try to erase myself. Imagine a big pink soft soap eraser, and it's going back and forth, and it starts down at my toes, back and forth, and there they go, poof, my toes are gone. And then my feet, and then my ankles. But that's the easy part. The hard part is erasing my senses, my eyes, my ears, my nose, my tongue. And the last to go is my brain, my thoughts, memories, all the voices inside my head. That's the hardest part, erasing my thoughts. My pumpkin, meaning my head. Another metaphor.
That was weird.
And then, if I've done a good job, I'm erased, I'm gone, I'm nothing. And then the world is free to flow into me like water into an empty bowl. Jake, how does she sound at the end of that process? She sounds very calm. And is Leo able to keep calling him Jake? Is Leo able to do a good job of meditating? No, because I don't know if you've ever tried meditating, Jake. I have, and it is very difficult to meditate.
I bet
it's difficult because like the mind goes at 1,000,000 miles a second. But he says he does have some success right at the end. He says something did happen, a small thing. I was aware of stepping over a line, of taking one step into a new territory new to me. It was a territory of peace, of silence. I had never experienced such utter silence before, such stillness. And then he feels like he blends in with Cinnamon, which is the rat.
Pet rat.
So this part thematically represents what theme would you say?
Self versus society.
Yeah, because they're investing in themselves and they're like learning who they are. I would say it represents happiness, calm, peace, all those good things. And then when you have them in the hallways, what thematically does that represent?
Happy.
No, because in the hallways they're being neglected by the rest of the school. So it would represent self versus society, which is like they don't like they're trying to. Where'd you go?
Whoa.
So he has to decide basically who he values more, her or them. So the last thing I wanted to do was make a bold prediction. Archie goes like this when he's talking to Leo, and Leo like needs advice. So he says it all boils down to this, if I'm translating correctly. He's getting his advice from a magical cactus. He says, whose affection do you value more, hers or the others? Hers being Stargirl's, the others being the other kids in the school. And Jake, our bold prediction, who do we think Leo values more?
Stargirl, because they're dating.
Because not just because they're dating, but because he really believes in her. He thinks like she's amazing and she's like this wonderful person. So, and also, it's a kid's book, so there has to be a happy ending.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be just like, oh yeah, like nope, the kids were right, Stargirl's worthless. No, Stargirl's our hero, and so she's gonna be that.
Stargirl.
Anything else you want to say about the book so far? You've been enjoying it, I think, right?
I think so.
I would really recommend this book certainly to anyone. It is wonderful, very interesting themes. Jake, you'd recommend it as well?
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you like this video, click like, subscribe, get push notifications, press a little bell. Here, we're a little low budget. We don't quite have the graphics, but if you see this bell, wow, what a killer bell.
It's great.
Yeah, it's really...
Yeah, press the bell icon when you see a new video.
Click and then it'll send you notifications. Hey, what should they do if they like our video? They should put a comment. And tell us what is your favorite part of the story so far, or anything you want to ask us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry if it's very short. We had little time.
Yeah. It wasn't too short. We're trying. We're going for quality, not quantity.
Oh,
although
we
do have like 4 other. Yeah, they like our lights.
They're pretty.
Do you like it? We went for something a little different this time.
I think we should do it every single podcast this time.
Boom. All right. Thanks everybody.
See ya.
See you next week.